This is the best part of doing what I do. Let's have a look at the time now. So it's 8 p.m. on a cold, what's it called? Tuesday night. And let's just turn that back on. So I've just met a collector and I've picked up over 750 Hard Rock pin badges. But let me tell you more about that tomorrow. See you in a bit. A few days have passed since that night when I collected those pin badges, but I'm absolutely buzzing. I've got my hands on them because for me, I love going through collectibles that I love, seeing the history and learning about the company that is basically behind those pin badges. So what I'm going to do, before I show you my favourite of these pin badges, I'm going to try and do everything I can to give you a history of Hard Rock Cafe. So let's go. Hard Rock Cafe first opened its doors in London in 1971 thanks to these two fellas, Peter Morton and Isaac Tigre. They wanted to basically bring American dining to the British people.
My gosh, that's a bloody good burger.
By the way, that's Rita. She's one of the most famous waitresses at the Hard Rock Cafe, but we'll talk more about her later on. Hard Rock Cafe was proving a hit with people travelling all over to go there, and not just anybody either. Stars wanted to hang out there, so that's why we fast forward to 1979. Eric Clapton, famous musician, gave his guitar to the cafe, which basically it was placed in his favourite spot and everybody knew reserved for Eric. That got the ball rolling. Soon after, Pete Townsend of The Who donated his guitar with a note, "Mine's as good as his, love it." Into the 80s now, and the floodgates literally started to open. Costumes, signed instruments, iconic accessories, photographs, the collectibles were flooding in, and literally London was taken off. No, I'm serious. The two founders took off. They were absolutely smashing it. So they used that momentum and set up more Hard Rock cafes in parts of Asia and the US of A. That's when it really started to take off. Hard Rock Cafe was becoming a global brand where people wanted to go not just to eat and drink, but to see the history captured on the walls. With so many visitors, Hard Rock Cafe decided to start setting up gift shops there too, and that's why we're here today. The pin badges. The Hard Rock pin badges created a collector's market of their own with grand opening pins, staff only pins, anniversary pins, limited edition sets produced, and the 1990s saw the introduction of probably the most iconic Hard Rock pin, the guitar shaped pin. Now, the history for Hard Rock Cafe stretches far further than that. They're now in casinos, hotels. There's so many restaurants that have opened and closed all over the world. But I'm going to stop the little lesson there because I wanted to show you even how it's got to the pin badges, because that's what this video is all about. There's 750 pin badges coming to the eBay store, but I want to show you, I think I've pulled out like 5 or 6 that I'd like to show you, and then if you are a collector of Hard Rock pin badges, you can check out my eBay store, because I already have plenty on there, but at the end of the video I'm going to take some pictures showing just a selection, like even more of the Hard Rock pin badges coming to the eBay store in like 2026. But yeah, let's get into it. Right, I'm going to try and do this all in one take, so bear with me. We're going to start with this. It's, like I said, one of the most iconic pin badges. It's the guitar shaped pin, and like I said, I really love the design on the Hard Rock Cafe pin badges, but this one here, if you see the display case, it's from the grand opening party, November 2001, and if we see on the front, hopefully you can see there. So this is from the Birmingham grand opening party 2001, and it's the grand opening pins that are very desirable to collectors because they were only available on the opening night of the Hard Rock cafes, and the fact it's in the original display case obviously helps get that best value really. Next up, should I show this now? Yeah, we'll show this one next. So let's open it up and show you. in terms of collector's items, like this for me, it ticks like so many boxes because, again, it's another grand opening pin from 2002, and if you see here, it's from the Leeds grand opening party. But what makes this one special is because the cafes that closed down then become more collectible to the collectors, because you can no longer get pin badges for that venue anymore. So this is from the grand opening night, and you can see here it's a limited edition set. It's got the plectrum, the guitar box, and the electric guitar. Really nice. And again, I say it all the time, but like, it's such a nice display. And what makes this one like extra special is you can see it's been signed. So earlier in the video, I've included a picture of a waitress. Now her name was Rita, and she was like, yeah, she goes down in like Hard Rock Cafe's history as being like very famous, because she's had pictures with like so many stores that have come in and out of the Hard Rock Cafes, but in this instance she actually went to the grand opening of the Leeds Hard Rock Cafe, and the collector that I bought this from, he actually gave me some of his like life story in a way about getting this signed. So he met her and he got her to sign the pin. So like, really nice. And in terms of like collector's items, that's what separates this from maybe just seeing the set alone. The fact it's signed by Rita makes it like extra special. So we move on to something a little bit different now, but again, I just think it captures the fun of Hard Rock Cafe. So this is from the Tampa Hard Rock Cafe Hotel, and you can see here we've got the YMCA, we've got the 4 dancers in the classic outfits, and yeah, just makes for like a really nice display piece, quite fun. What's next? So then we move on to this. I've not seen this before. Now this was from the Hard Rock Cafe Orlando. It's the Millennium set, and I'm not 100% sure if they made these pin badges for like different venues across the world, or if it was literally just the set created for the Orlando, because there isn't anything on the Hard Rock pin badges. There's four badges in total, but there's nothing on the pin badges to suggest it's unique to the Orlando hotel, other than the sticker on the bottom. However, if they mass produced this, then they could have done it for Manchester, London, Barcelona, every Hard Rock Cafe. But to me, based on like the research I've done, it looks like they only did it for the Hard Rock Cafe. But I think again, it captures the fun of Hard Rock, and yeah, just like a unique little piece. It's got hopefully you can see it. It's got the ribbons on the inside with like some confetti on the back, and I'm presuming everybody got this who attended the event on New Year's Eve. But yeah, nice piece. I'm going to close these up because there's some cases to show you now. So like I said, with these that have come in, I can't say it enough, but there's what's it called? There's over 750 Hard Rock pins, and it's going to take a while for me to go through them all. But the collector that I met, they've looked after these so well, and they've been like well stored in the cases, the official Hard Rock Cafe cases. So I'll run through, and hopefully there's some collectors watching this, and these will be going live on the eBay store at some point in 2026. Just adjust that a little bit. At some point I will have a better area for recording videos, but for now we make do. So we've got I love the quick, like I don't know a lot about the band Kiss, but to me, like, there's a lot of songs I like, and I really like Gene Simmons. I think he's a great, like, when he goes beyond music, he's got like plenty of books that are worth reading. If you're into reading, I would definitely suggest having a look into him. And yeah, he's also does like a lot of drawing too. But yeah, some like really nice pin badges there. Kiss, they make such nice pin badges just because of like the wacky face paints they've got going on. And we just scroll down. So this is one of the sets that I wanted to show you because I've seen it, but I've never had it in person. So it's the Manchester. There isn't a specific year on it, but it is early 2000s, and yeah, it's a limited edition set. I think there was 450 of these made, but you can see there's, let's have a look, there's 11 pin badges in total, and obviously it all forms together to make one jigsaw. I've seen these framed in the past, and I can see why, because again, you frame this, it looks great on a wall, and it captures the essence of obviously the Manchester hard rock. Like, Manchester's like synonymous with football. In regards to the pin badges, they're not say associated to like United or City. Instead it looks like they've got more of like an England theme going on. But yeah, love the design, and yeah, not really much else to say about them. I'm going to just skip to the actually show you these. So again, you've got like the Manchester big wheel there. If you've been to Manchester, like just outside the Hard Rock Cafe, there's a huge wheel, and it's been there for ages in Manchester. Then we've got the iconic guitar pins. And then this is the one that I wanted to show you. So again, this is another set that I've seen, but I've never seen it in person. So I'm not even sure how many there are of these. Let's have a quick look. So this is the Christmas set, and it features obviously Santa Claus and all the reindeers, but I just want to show you the back, because the Hard Rock Cafes, you can see when they're a limited edition, because on the back you can see the limited edition of only 150 made. So I see the pin badges come up, but it's very rare that I actually see the full set come up. And you can see here the collectors like looked after these so well. They're still in the display case, and I'll try and show you the inside of the display case, inside the back of the pin badges, because they're protected to stop obviously the pin badges scratching against each other. So when these go live, they're literally going live as like excellent condition. They've been so well looked after. I'm gonna put on some more pictures just to show you some more of the pin badges going live. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you're into your collectibles, give me a subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching. See you in a bit.